Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, men, women, and children. And to the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigner. To you, I'd like to say Shalom also. This is the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 15, and it reads, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So love not the world, neither the things that are in the world." You know, total separation, all right, from this current setup, from this current world. You know, we're literally, our mind should be on heavenly things right now. Okay, we're seeing all the prophecies come to pass. What more for those new bodies? What more for the promises? Prophecies and promises, man. Everything that the Lord said was going to happen through the Holy Scriptures is actually happening. We're actually living through those moments. So the Lord is saying to us to love not the world. Love not this world. Okay, because the Lord has something better for us, man. All right, a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Because this world right here is going to pass away. This place is passing away, man. As we speak. America, this kingdom is going to fade away. It's going to be like a bad dream, man. And we're in a damn nightmare right now. People can't afford anything. People are struggling, stressed out to the max, man. You know, on their last give a shit, you know? Like, that's their last give a shit, and, you know, today was the last day, and then after that, they might just take themselves out because they're not connected to the true vine. Or they might just go and try to rob somebody and end up getting killed. So many people are struggling so bad. It's such a hard thing to watch. But at the time, it's prophecy. It's judgment. Even we ourselves are struggling. And there's a lot of mental health issues going on. That's what the Lord said, love not this world, man. People are mentally insane right now. They're going insane. They're ticking time bombs. They're ready to snap. People can't hold it in too much longer, you know? On their last dollar, their last few dollars, man, they going a whole week on $5. That means they ain't gonna be able to eat. They gotta make a choice between putting that $5 in for the gas or getting them something to eat, man. You know, going to food banks all the time. People have been doing it. People are making those type of decisions. The Lord is trying to get us out of this world, this mind frame. 1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. It's not of the Father, but it's of the world, man. So let me read that again. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and that's what's promoted, the lust of the flesh. That's all everybody wants to. It's just the lust of the flesh everywhere, from these restaurants to these entertainment, all kind of entertainment on the internet, Facebook, Instagram. It goes far beyond that too. OnlyFans, all this bullcrap, man. The lust of the flesh, drugs, alcohol, lust of the flesh, man. There's so many things out there that can please your flesh, but it only lasts for a little bit, After that, you got to face reality again. Like, it don't last that long. The lust of your flesh, all these big booty women and shit, we love women. But we're living in a time where they're oversaturating the internet with big booty videos, and, like, you got to catch yourself sometimes. You sitting here scrolling and shit just be popping up, and you just like, what the heck, man? This America is all about the lust of the flesh, man. Like, this pushes the lust of the flesh through everything that it represents. Vacations, deals, deal over here at Walmart, or this deal on a bucket of chicken over here at Church's Chicken or whatever, man. It's always a lust of the flesh. That's all America. America's a consumer nation. So the more it consumes everything. So it's constantly eating. It's constantly pleasing its flesh. That's why you got all these ads all the time promoting stuff to you so that you can buy it. Everything's always promoting an ad to you so that you can buy something. That's America for you. That's what this place represents. It's a consumer nation. But the Lord said, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes, yeah. If you can see it, you can get it, you can feel it, you can touch it, then it can please your flesh. It says the lust of the eyes and the pride of life. Yeah, we're going to get this money. We're going to go on vacation. We're going to do all these things. We're going to buy a few houses. We're going to do all this stuff, right? But you're finding out that the American dream is actually the American nightmare, and it's not working out anymore. It says the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So people these days are finding out that, hey, the American dream ain't the American dream anymore. This place is pretty crappy. Like, we're struggling. We can't even go on vacation. We can't afford to send our children to school. We can't do anything. So, 1 John 2:17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High Yahweh abideth forever. So this world gonna pass away, and the lust of this world is gonna pass away. 1 Peter 4:1, it says, for as much then as Hamashiach hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin. All right, so we're to arm ourselves likewise with the same mind of Yahushua Mashiach. That we're going to suffer in the flesh. We're going to lose things. We might lose family members. We might lose children. You might lose your hard-earned, the house that you've been paying off. You almost done paying it off or whatever, and you're still going to have to keep paying. You might lose that house. The Lord might have different plans. You're going to lose that car. Now, that nice car you got, and you can barely pay it. It's taking your whole life away. You might lose that, man. You might lose that wife that you have that, that's so sweet to you. And you just know that the Lord's going to save her too. As long as she just stays down. But you might lose her. It might get to the last few moments and they're pushing that MOTB. And she might try to leave you over that thing, man. Or she might call the cops on you because they're going to come after the prophet. She might be the one and you love the death out of her. But she might be the one that tip him off to where you are. And she be the one out there whenever they pulling you out the house somewhere, wherever you at. And she be out there with them, and she be looking at you, and you looking at her, and you like, damn, man. And the whole time, you just knew she was going to stay down. That's why the Lord is trying to get us ready. Because people aren't going to, the time that we're coming into, like people are they're going to be against us, man. They're going to be filled up with the lust of the flesh to get that food, to get that meal, to get that few dollars to feed their stomach or whatever. They'll turn your ass in. They'll turn you in, man. Get you out of there. So the Lord is saying in 1 Peter 4:1, it says, for as much as Yahushua Mashiach have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind, knowing that we're going to be pilgrims upon earth, knowing that we might lose our wives, might lose your children. You might lose your home or whatever you got going on, your vehicles, your jobs, your 401ks, or whatever kind of so-called savings you think you have set up. The Lord can take all of it away, man. It says, for he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh. That's right, man. The Lord is requiring us to seek him 10 times more, to really put off this world, man. To really, seek him in meekness and sincerity and humbleness of mind and heart. This is John chapter 15. I'm just reading a few scriptures real quick. John 15. And I almost want to go into this. Maybe I'll do a lesson on this later. But I want to go into that because, your family members and stuff, they're going to go against you, man. This is John 15:18. It says, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. And it's written in red letters. John 15:18, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. And you ever feel that feeling? It's like you can't fit in nowhere. Like, people automatically feel that light on you. They're like, man, because people got demons on them, And that light don't sit too well with that darkness. You know what I'm saying? So it's a constant battle for whoever's in the room whenever we come into the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they probably don't even mean it. It's just some demons that are on them. They're filled with spirits, man. You ever feel like you gotta just stay away from certain people sometimes. Stay away from certain areas. Avoid certain situations. Avoid eye contact in certain situations. Because these people are filled with demons, man. And like the scriptures say, good is set against evil and evil against good. And these two are contrary one to another. So whenever we go out into the world can feel the light that's on us, man. And the world is filled with darkness. The valley of the shadow of death, man. All these people are filled up with different demonic spirits. And they don't like a light being. They don't like whenever the Lord Yahushua, his spirit that's on his men, they don't like when that comes around. They don't like that spirit. It's upsetting to them. It says, if you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Therefore the world hateth you, man. That's right. So it says, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. But all these things they will do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. That's right. So they're going to come after us, man. They're going to come after the men of the Lord. All right. That's what the Lord is telling us. Like, get ready to face persecution. Get ready to see all these things happen, to experience these things happen, and not just to see them, to experience them with your own body. This is Micah chapter 7, and this is Micah chapter 7 and 2. It says the good man is perished out of the earth, and there is none upright among men. They all lie in wait for blood. And that's right. That's the time that we coming into. They all gonna be lying in wait for blood, man. Listening for information, trying to see where certain people are, trying to figure things out. They're gonna be going into people's houses, man. All right, waiting for you to get home. Okay, the neighbors that you thought was your neighbors and they loved you. You done been on all types of field trips with them. Both of you and their families go on trips together, and eventually they're gonna be trying to eat you, man. All right, that's the time that we coming into, man. All right, where these demons really gonna be running rampant out here. All right, that's why it's a heavy time to wake out of sleep. It's a heavy time to pray harder, to repent, even more and more as the day dawns, man. Like, get close to the Lord, man. It says the good man is perished out of the earth. There is none upright among men. They all lie in wait for blood. They hunt every man his brother with the net. That's right. That they may do evil with both hands earnestly. The prince asketh, and the judge asketh for a reward, and the great man, he uttereth his mischievous desire. So they wrap it up. Yeah, so they're going to be having councils, okay, eventually to come after you, man, to come after different brothers. All right. They're going to be, the government offer them some money to come and get you. They're going to come and get you, man. Marauders, all this shit, all these, yeah, they're going to come and get you, man. They're going to try to. Hey, but that's why we're going to have the Lord. The Lord going to have to be with us, man. This is Micah 7 and 4. It says, the best of them is as a briar, and the most upright is sharper than the thorn hedge. The day of thy watchman and thy visitation cometh. Now shall be their perplexity. Yeah, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a God. Because around that time, everybody's going to be, you ain't going to be able to trust nobody. You're going to have to use that faith that you got built up. You're going to have to use that discerning spirit that the Lord gave you. Because people are going to be trying to set you up, man. We going into that kind of time, Jacob's trouble. And you thought that brother was a real brother, but he been in the camp the whole time, taking pictures and sending them to the FBI, and he got everything. He didn't set it all up proper, man. Been there for years, and you didn't even know. It says, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a God. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. Yeah, because it's telling you about everybody around you. Everybody around you, they about to go against you, man. All right? You don't need to be telling your woman everything. You don't need to be telling your friend everything. Some things is best to just keep it to yourself in these days. You know what I'm saying? Between you and just another person. You know? The Lord is trying to warn us, man. It says, for the son dishonoreth the father. The daughter riseth up against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemies are the men of his own house. That's the days that we're coming into, y'all. That's the days that we coming into. That's the days that we coming into, man. That's why we gotta constantly, we gotta speak about these things. Speak about the persecution. Speak about, just keep it in our minds that, yeah, people are going to come against us. And, we got to have it in our mind like, and we got to have it in our mind like, and what's they, so shit, as long as the Lord got my back, I should be straight. As long as the Lord is rocking with me, I should be straight, man. This is Mark 13:12, and it says, now the brother shall betray the brother to death. Yeah, brothers gonna betray each other, man. You thought that was your brother, or you might have a real brother in the world. He might betray you. They already been mad at you because you don't come around no more. You probably didn't, try to come around them every once in a while. But us coming to the truth, it burned a lot of bridges. And we had to learn afterward, like that didn't have to be burned like that. But, it is what it is in certain instances. But the Lord still might use some of them to help you. But hell, at the end, the Lord might use them to help you for a little bit. And, all of a sudden that evil spirit get on them. And then the Lord will use them to try to, to fuck themselves up by coming after you, man. Because, the angels, they're going to be encamped around about us, man. And certain people that set us up and things like that are, they had bad things to say about us in the world. The Lord going to start messing those people up, man. We're going to start seeing them dropping like flies, man. It says, now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son. And the children shall rise up against their parents and shall cause them to be put to death. That's what's about to happen, man. That's what's about to happen. And ye should be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure to the end, the same that shall be saved. So we got some things coming. We got some things coming down the pipeline, man. Everything ain't gonna be all nice and good, man. Everything ain't gonna be all, what they say, hunky-dory. I don't even know where that came from. It ain't gonna be all nice, It ain't gonna be all sweet, man, like some candy. Like, the Lord ain't coming with no sweet shit. Like, everything about to be angry and mean, man. All right? Yeah, this is, This is John chapter 7. John 7:7, it says, the world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil. So, yeah, so the works of this place are very evil. That's why, that's why this place, that's why I said spiritually Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified, because the Lord is constantly testifying against this place that is evil through us, through his mouthpiece. And they hate the Lord. They hate his prophets. They want to kill us, man. But the Lord's not letting them do it. The Lord ain't going to let them get to us, man. It ain't time yet. Some of us is going to die. But this is how they feel. This is how these demons feel in the world, man. They hate the Lord. They hate us. They want to take us out, man. And they're going to have their time, too. The Lord going to release the Kraken, man. It's going to be cracking out here in these streets, man. All right. This is John 3:18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of power. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And that's what you see. People love darkness rather than light because their deeds are evil. They want to stay here with this dark ass place, with this dark energy, this low vibrational America, man. They love this place. This is a baby. This is what they love, man. It says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light. Yeah, they hate the Lord. They hate his prophets because they do evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. Let me read that in the NIV. It says, everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed. That's right. They're not going to come into the light, man. But whosoever lives by the truth comes into the light, so that it may be seen plainly that what they have done has been done in the sight of God. That's right, man. See, there's a difference between people out here in this world. Okay? There's a difference, man. And the Lord is clearly separating everybody, man. All right? This is John chapter 10, verses 1. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same as a thief and a robber. And there's a lot of people out here that don't want to go through Yahushua, don't want to go through the straight gate, don't want to go through the door. They want to go around some other kind of way. You know, a lot of these false prophets and pastors, these fake pastors, are leading the sheep astray. All right, all about money, selling prayers, selling this, selling books, selling this, selling everything that ain't nailed down. You know, the Lord told us not to sell the truth. You got pastors out here in these churches that are scolding their congregation for only giving $1,000. Like, ain't nobody got $1,000 just to give you a punk ass anyway. You tell what time it is? You know, pastors scolding their congregation for only giving them $1,000. Mad at them. That's the world that we live in. These fake ass pastors, man. Pastors driving their Porsche to the church while their congregation in there suffering. You know, all these pastors are committing adultery. They got those churches are whorehouses too, man. Most of those old ladies in there, you know, or those ladies in there, they be committing adultery, man. They be doing all types of shit. It says, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same as the thief and the robber. But he that entereth by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. That's right. To him the potter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own by name and leadeth them out. That's right. So there's a huge difference here, man. There's a difference. I'm gonna start headed back this way. So basically, yeah, we're not of this world. We following the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Like a lot of these people are following these false prophets, these fake pastors, right into leading them right into a ditch. All right, leading them right into a ditch. Anyway, I wanted that's pretty much it. Hey, but the scriptures say, I read this one. This is Sirach 33, because I brung it up earlier. In 13 through 14, it says, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him. So the Lord made the good and the evil, to render to them which liketh him best. It says, good is set against evil, and evil against, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. And that's what we live. That's what we're living like right now. That's what it is. That's how everybody choose what side they on. And that's why so much wickedness and darkness out here. It may be light out, but it's dark, man.